Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
He points to the water. Well.
Lie. Just bide your time. Ask something, then lie.
Hold on. In the ocean? Feign ignorance. Well, that's the only question I can ask.
Yes, in the ocean, under the sea. Our work vehicle, with fish and clams and other sea shit.
Well, none of these are good lies. Thanks, Drama, you're a big help. I don't remember how to pronounce that name, so I'm not going to do that. This is almost worse than the truth. Tequila Sunset. I also jumped the canal, by the way.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila Sunset. Jump the canal. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me.
Anytime.
Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die.
4,500 real, huh? How much are confessed murderers going for these days? That might defray the cost a bit.
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
What I do have is this futuristic armor. Click the heels of your boots.
We're not armor cops. We're cops. People don't know us by our armor. They know us by our badges. Where the fuck is your badge?
Alright. Keep your tits on. I got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Oh, come on. There we go. Not even close.
Not today, badge.
Ha! Not today. Did I get the badge? The drama is unnecessary. I got the badge. All is well.
And your gun?
He asks, unimpressed by the piece of plastic in your hand. Do you not see it? In my hand? What do you think this is? Something I picked up off of the island?
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements.
Oh.
What is it with all these material objects?
Shut up, conceptualization.
Here we go again. Lost gun. Trying to terrorize you.
Well, ain't gonna fucking work today, is it? My gun is right here. Show him the Villiers 9mm. I just know if I ask that, he's gonna say, "You just told me," or something along those lines. Let's not even acknowledge the concept of me not having them.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I'm not drunk. I quit drinking. Forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
Well, for one thing, I got shot. For another thing, I've been spending a lot of time around corpses lately. For a third thing, I'm not certain I've bathed in a while. Also, there's the old man. I don't know if he smelled like a corpse, but he probably didn't smell good. Oh wait, there's also the pheromones. Those are probably the most powerful smell on me at the moment.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
None of this matters. My odor situation, it's meaningless compared to what I've discovered.
What you've discovered? You let the suspect escape. A certain Ruby. Because you were too drunk to take her in. You went in drunk.
Oh my, you don't know a damn thing about my investigation, do you? I crossed her off the suspect list practically before I even stepped up to her.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
I let her go. It was an act of mercy. She was going to shoot herself if I didn't.
Oh well, if you let her go. I'm not even gonna get into the 80 other suspects you haven't brought in. Because it's hard.
Because it wasn't necessary, Vicar-Mayor. I got things done efficiently, Vicar-Mayor. Not by taking the path of least resistance.
Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote.
It is a humorous anecdote, considering I kinda fucked him on everything I did for him, I think. More or less. Just you wait to see how that pans out. You'll see.
Compared to the 6 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
Gee, maybe I could have resolved this all much quicker before any of that had to happen if I had a fucking team that I could have sent to the fucking island. Or anything. Or if I had just gone to the fucking island to begin with. Also, you're making it sound a lot worse than it actually was. 3 of those people that were gunned down were the people who were gunning people down. That's not quite as bad as if they had gunned down 6 people in the streets. Although I think 3 people still qualifies as a mass murder. Never mind.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Yeah, we did everything we could. We kept everyone alive that we could have. I took a fucking bullet to put those bastards down. You yell at me for running around half dead, and then you also yell at me for not doing enough to... Whatever.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yeah, fucking Struth. I also solved the case. It's solved. All of it. Down to the last tiny detail.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
He says in a lowered voice. Pardon?
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eye and coughs. Okay.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
The man on trial here, apparently. God, from one degenerate tribunal to another.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge.
God damn it.
That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
God damn it, Kim. Taking such pains to avoid them knowing about the gun losing and the badge losing. Yeah.
See?
1 week.
One fucking awful week. Heck, I've been limping around here half dead, like you said. Most people would be turned to the drink after that. Let alone someone like me. And yet I haven't. I've even kept the drugs to a bare fucking minimum.
Then there's the apocalypse thing. At first I thought it was a joke, but it's not. He actually thinks the world is about to end, in a bloodletting or gloaming. We're about to become vapor, even.
Yeah.
It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true blue moralist, a man of the center, not prone to political outbursts, which is commendable, but also at odds with his behavior.
I don't know about a man of the center, but not prone to political outbursts? That's high praise.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the way was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation.
Doesn't get more wrapped up in a bow than that, now does it?
He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
Yeah. You know, just on the side.
A new species?
A new species.
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
Possibly.
Detective?
Yes. I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation. Or at least a contributing factor.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
But probably. Speechless. I'll bet.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
He came here expecting some kind of intervention, tribunal, whatever. But this is a goddamn victory lap. This is a fucking curtain call. This is the crowd calling for an encore. And the actors taking a bow.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it away. Don't you worry, Vicamere. One singular exposure to critical race theory has made me swear off alcohol forever.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness.
Who? Me? Or him?
Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
I also started a nightclub. I don't think that'll go over that well. Probably shouldn't even tell them about that. That might not entirely be legal. Also, the phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
It even mentioned making more of itself and accidentally eating them. But I don't think that's... well,
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
didn't see any.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
He turns to you.
It's interesting time. Forget about the rest.
Must I? It had gathered items in its nest. A helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Bowers are built by males of the species who can't afford colorful mating displays physically. This one was plain colored.
I still think it was female.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
Yes. Point is, I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
It told me.
Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation.
Ah, that makes sense. I suppose.
That makes sense, yes.
Very
As
interesting.
I said.
Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here.
Maybe. Maybe they've gotten lucky. Maybe they've just gotten really good at defeating disease. Who knows? I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds. That's a weird way to phrase that. I think it probably interferes with the visual processing system.
Yes. That would be a chiromone. A pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous system. Not a human's, of course, but perhaps a predator's?
The perpetrator seemed intoxicated somehow. Like an addict. It's just a hunch, but...
There are species of bees that, under the influence of chiromones, take wasp larvae to their hives. Ants do the same with aphids, thinking they're... Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Probably.
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without any chiromones.
Oh, of course. This is just gravy.
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
He shakes his head. Not going... Yeah, it'd probably take longer than this case is gonna go on to prove the existence of the Insulinian phasmid beyond reasonable doubt, to the point where it could be used as evidence in a court case.
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
Quite. And there's no sense rushing to try and prove its existence just for this case. That could jeopardize... Well, its nervous system may be stored in its long limbs.
Like the cephalopods? Phasmids, I think, only have nerves in their heads and abdomens, though. There is a correlation between invertebrate size and intelligence. Was it...
No, I wouldn't say it was...
He looks to you. Well, this is a bit muddied due to, you know, my conversation that may or may not have actually happened and probably didn't. Hard to say. It was a sensing entity. There was something there.
At that size, this creature would have a lot of surface area to put neurons into. It's basic geometry.
Suppose so? Hang on.
Like a ceph...
No.
To me, it seemed to have some character.
At that size, this creature would have...
Same result. It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Fancy that. Funny how that works out. Talk about a miracle, eh?
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
What was that about vigilante murderers? From what I've seen, I've only killed 4 now, but still.
Without it,
He shakes his head. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, I guess Jamrock as a whole has a bit of a reputation now, doesn't it?
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
Life is made up of moments.
Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
The killer, Lilianovich Dras. You have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
A revolutionary matronym?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
Good old contrarianism.
This man's mother was Lilian, his Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Oh yes. I know his name. I got his name. I got his ass. I got his whole fucking backstory.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy. Act of rage induced by the phasmid semiochemicals? Maybe? But again, but though jealousy was the main thing.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something?
80-something, I think.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant.
But if he cared such an awful lot about that, he'd have killed that fucker in the uniform ages ago.
Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
Doesn't get much more wrapped up in a bow than that. Now does it?
It's a clean win.
The cleanest.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way more.
When we tore... No, that's not. It's more than that. A perfect folding mechanism. Like the phasmid.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
I don't have to be drunk to be pretentious, Vicomare.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something.
It's just some stains. They'll come out eventually. Or if it's on the wind, it might even be from those guys over there, or anyone who could be drinking at this hour.
It will pass in time.
Yeah. Well, we only got most of a confession for this, but the previous head of the Debarders Union was definitely assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
Lieutenant lowers his voice, just a little. Point.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Understood, of course.
Right.
But a case against Everard would be big.
Indeed. Almost as big as Everard is.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
Oh, you fence-sitter, you.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
Guess so. And I also fixed the strike situation. Kind of.
How? It seems to be ongoing. I see red banners on the gates.
He didn't quite solve it. He cross-pollinated information between the company rep and Everard, until the rep came to see that the Union desires war, at which point Mrs. Messier decided to...
He shrugs.
What? Hand clear the terminal.
I masterminded a solution to an unsolvable problem. Masterminded might be an overstatement. But sure, why not?
Sounds like you got played, Harry. Because you were off your tits on Al Ghul.
Al Ghul? I think you might be exactly the second person I've heard talk about Al Ghul. How do you know about Al Ghul?
It doesn't matter how I know about Al Ghul. What matters is, you're Everard Clare's peony now. Just as I said. He's a mob boss, did you know? Is that why you want us to investigate the assassination of the previous Union head thing? To get off Everard's hook?
No, it's nothing like that. He was reckless with information, but ethical. We don't owe anyone anything. This allowed us to stabilize things in Martinez.
Yeah, if anything, Everard owes me.
God, calm down, Jean.
Silence. Good. The man doesn't know what to say.
And potentially, so does Joyce. I don't know, the writing for that whole plot line was kind of weird. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to
Oh.
Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
Oh, right.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
You sure gave me that impression, Vicar.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
It was related.
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad. Do they know who Kuno is? Probably.
Who's Kuno?
Oh, maybe not. I guess they're not cool enough for Kuno to talk to them.
You don't want to know.
Point is, they had drugs, I confiscated it.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I'm in. At this point, anything is but the drink.
Interesting. But I still have them right here if you want to look. So, what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back? Point to yourself.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So, maybe this time.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Let's.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait. I have a few questions before we go. About who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Okay. Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No.
No? Because the suspects seem to think...
You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
Fair enough.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it.
That's what you're good at, isn't it?
I told you it's not that bad.
Okay. That's that then. Or not? Okay, whatever. Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What? I've let myself go.
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
But before... That's what I was doing. That was my job before I was a detective? Interesting. Transition?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
No way. I was a revelator, learned in the ancient art. Whatever that means.
You haven't told us about that. You just told us about being a gym teacher.
Fair enough. That does explain a lot. Does it?
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
The collection of fun sportswear I've amassed.
The fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is, and your moves on the church floor, which honestly were just jump aerobics.
Okay, maybe it does explain a few things.
God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Oh god. Contact Mike! Oh,
Of course. Contact Mike.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy.
how dare you! Contact Mike is a reprise of the most inspiring basic sporting principle of open competition. A 5,001 rank outsider.
Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
Fucking right he does.
It is getting cold out.
She looks around at the dilapidated fishing village. When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
Yeah. Well, it was either this or... Yeah. You said in Quran, I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue, the worn floorboards. Kuro is just east of Jamrock. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Assel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
Ah, that's why I have such a way with the youth, is it? Even if that way sometimes involves beating their face in, but then that just proves it even further.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
Then she left. Wait, was this the same chick or a different one?
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Still, weird trajectory. Guess she must have seen something in me. Something that makes me the human can opener and all that. Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
I have been running an awful lot, Haven't I? Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
No, I think you've got that backwards.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Was her name Dora?
Yeah. Dora England, I think.
Ingerland, huh? About as far as you can get from Dolores Day. Phonetically.
Not Dora Dubois.
So we weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
Huh. When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She was way before my time.
That was before your time? We haven't been partners very long then. Huh.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years is not that much.
Yeah, you're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing, I think. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Figures.
Extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
You know what they say about making gorgeous women your... well, not wife, but you know.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin. Pain Welkin.
Yeah, I'd play those races in a tabletop game. That would get me to switch off of human.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
I'm sure it was more than that.
Look, the sun is going down. It's time to go home.
Going down? I think it went down many hours ago. I think it's gonna come up soon. I think it's gonna come up in a few hours.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
Yeah, maybe I should. I need it. No, I need to go to like Vienna or something. Get a whole team. Figure out what the hell is wrong with me. And maybe some like esoteric scientists to boot. People who would understand some of the shit I'm on about.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
Precinct 41. What kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
Yeah, I heard a bit about that.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
He tilts his head northward.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torsen and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
The Torso? And Chester. I sense a theme.
They are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it?
Yeah, not like us. 2 clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
I can think of a few contrasting points. And the Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser, although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
Yeah. I feel ya, Trant. I feel ya. And Price is...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
Fucking A.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance? Point to the church. We are the bloody murder station after all.
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
I can imagine. Well, you know how the press is.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Of course you were. What happened? Why do we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast.
Our enemies. That's an interesting turn of phrase. Not just criminals. Our enemies. Like it's an enemy force in a war. I mean, there's the war on crime, but... Odd turn of phrase.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
I just wish I could know if I was part of it. That would help my case. So I work in the bloody murder station, and yet... Well...
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
An old repurposed magnanary, huh? Funny.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
Fuck. What kind of shit is that? What kind of gerrymandering type shit happened there?
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Yeah, we better fucking be to handle that kind of shit hand. Fucking hell.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Phasmid. I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock, remember?
A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock, on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasmid. She's been searching for it. Well, maybe not her whole life, but more or less.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
She looks at Vicamere. Huh. What are the odds?
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part.
At the very least, without their pheromones. Who knows?
They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the moon.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
He takes a look around, into the deepening shadows of the streets, then pulls up his collar.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Fucking truth we do.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeurs strike in Terminal B. Among representatives of every industry in Coal City, you read.
Let's call it interesting times. Wanna do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No. I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price?
A crooked smile quivers on his lips.
I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Don't know if you... what? Whatever you were about to say, I can guarantee the answer is yes, you can. You've proven that 100 times over. This might have been my show, to be sure. But don't you dare act like you weren't standing shoulder to shoulder with me damn near the whole time. You're every bit whatever you don't know if you are.
Would fit in. Am crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
Doesn't matter. It'll be the same answer either way.
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? Your Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
Vicar backing me up on this, eh? I never thought I'd see the day. He's right, though. We would be honored if you would join us.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant.
She says with a smile.
Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
Yes. We could use another man to foist all of that onto.
I do like the sound of that.
He returns her smile.
He's really considering it.
Fucking A. Now how do you like that, Vicar? You thought you'd be losing one officer today. You might just be gaining one instead. Now that's a fucking come up and a half. I'm ready. End. The conversation or the game? Let's see.
Good.
She looks at you, then Vicar.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the night sky, the great district sleeps. A chessboard of old wooden houses in the snow. 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway. To Boogie Street glowing on the horizon.
I'll put these last 2 points into you. Why not? I could use them. You've been such a...
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time.
Square bullet. I'll get that bastard. Someday.
Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nix Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the RCM. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
You're goddamn right.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
And for real this time. Let's go. Disco Elysium. God, it's been a long fucking haul, hasn't it? And what a haul it was. When I started this series, I was a vastly different man. In a vastly different place. You've met me at a very strange time in my life. 2 fucking years. Give or take a couple of months. Not to mention about 12 different catastrophes. Ranging from computer troubles, to betrayals, to starvation. And so many ways I really should have died if I weren't such a dead hard motherfucker. And just like that, it's over. Fuck, man. What else is there to say? And old Harry... He's gone through almost as much as I have in 2 years. In less than 1 fucking week. But not entirely in a bad way. 'Cause look at where he started. A man... barely alive. Clawing his way out of near total oblivion. After he possibly went mad from the revelation of insights into the nature of this world? Maybe? It's kind of ambiguous. Point is, look at where he started. And look at where he is now. Just a week later. He solved that utterly fucking insane case. He solved some other cases too. He's done so much. Succeeded at so very much. An astonishing number of things. He found the Insulindian phasmid of all things. And more than all that, he is a man on the mend. With all his shit, it seems almost impossible. And yet it always seems impossible until it is done. After all I've seen, I have to believe he's getting better. He's getting better all the time. And that's what this was all about, wasn't it? That's what I'm here for. That's how I've always seen it, anyway. If I'm not here to put him on the path to recovery, and have him do some fucking crazy awesome shit along the way, naturally, then what am I here for? Wow, these credits are long. Who wrote these? John Cleese? Oh well. Let's see, what else can I blather on about? Well, there's Kim Kisaragi. I'd say he's a pretty chill, cool guy. A surprisingly fun guy, too. Still not entirely sure what the symbology is behind him having a nimbus behind his head. Like, are they trying to imply that he's Jesus Christ or some such? Very odd. Very, very odd. I don't know what the deal is with that. But there were a lot of weird inconsistencies when it came to the little profile images, or whatever you want to call them. And speaking of inconsistencies, this game really could have used another couple passes on the old grammar. And possibly a couple more takes on a couple of those voice lines. Either that, or change the text to match them. But oh well. And yeah, there's a lot more I could blather on about this story, isn't there? The themes of the game, both intended and otherwise. And ones I'm honestly not sure either way. Like the very persistent theme of... how to put it? People conquered by their ideology and becoming wretched as a result. As seen both in other characters and in the way each of those four main ideologies that Harry can wind up presumably becoming some ridiculous radical ideologue for would pop up and try to seduce me to their nonsensory. Because if there's one thing ideologues love, it's broken men. But I don't know how much of that was just intentional, excellent writing, and how much of it might have been the writers and directors and such being ideologues themselves. Possibly it was both at the same time. There's more than one writer after all. For all that one specific writer gets 99% of all the credit, despite doing 1% of the work. Yes, I could blather on about this game for hours, but it's coming to a close. So I will simply leave you with those words that I gave you 2 years ago. That which can be destroyed by the truth should be. And that's that. So long, Elysium. Disco? Well, I've still got disco.